Lion, the king of the jungle, is one of the most powerful animals in the wild, but sometimes even the lion needs human help. And helping a sick lion isn't easy. It's dangerous, risky, and full of surprises. What the rescuers found inside this lion left everyone shocked. This is not just a rescue, it's a wild mystery. This is the story of a man named Henry, who loved animals more than anything. From the time he was a little boy, Henry visited the zoo every weekend with his father. While most kids dreamed of becoming doctors or engineers, Henry dreamed of helping animals. He worked very hard every day, learning and gaining experience until he became a wildlife guide in the savannah. Henry was proud of his job. He felt happy because he was doing what he always wanted, protecting wild animals. Every day he spent with the animals made him feel closer to nature and gave his life a special meaning. One day, something very strange happened. A lion, one of the strongest animals in the savannah, started acting oddly. It looked tired, weak, and scared, not like the proud king Henry knew. Henry watched the lion carefully and knew something was wrong. Without wasting any time, Henry called a wildlife expert for help. Even the expert was surprised. He had never seen a lion act like this before. The expert asked Henry to take ultrasound pictures of the lion's belly and send them right away. When the expert saw the pictures, he grew very worried. Something serious was wrong inside the lion's stomach. He quickly told the local authorities that the lion might need surgery to survive. Everyone waited, hoping that Henry and the team could save the great animal. For Henry and the other guides, this was a shocking moment. They had spent many years helping and protecting animals, but nothing like this had ever happened before. The lion was in real trouble, and they knew time was running out. Henry felt a deep connection to this lion. He had watched it grow from a young cub to a strong animal roaming the savannah. This lion wasn't just any wild animal, it was part of Henry's life. When the expert said, "I can't believe it," Henry's heart beat faster. Even the expert, with all his experience, was surprised by what he saw inside the lion. Most guides like Henry do important work protecting animals and their home, but they don't have the tools or training for emergencies like this. Now, they faced a big responsibility: to save the lion and protect a piece of the wild they all cared about. Henry thought hard about what might be wrong. Was it heat exhaustion? No, the lion had water and shade. Its behavior was strange, and Henry knew he had to act fast. At first, Henry kept his distance. Approaching a sick lion was very dangerous, but he couldn't just watch. Other rangers came to help. They didn't know how the lion would act. Would it attack? The guides were nervous because lions can be very dangerous when scared or hurt. The rangers quickly called the closest wildlife vet for advice. The vet told them to stay back and keep the lion calm until she arrived. She planned to sedate the lion safely. Henry stayed calm and helped keep the lion calm too, hoping they could save this great animal. The swelling on the lion's belly was at the front, near where the stomach begins. It didn't look like a normal injury. Something was stuck inside the lion, something it should not have eaten. This mystery made everyone more worried. The authorities talked about what to do next. Should they move the lion to a safer place or wait for the vet where they were? After thinking, they decided to stay where they were. But this was not easy. The vet had a hard time finding them, and every minute that passed made the situation more dangerous. When the vet finally arrived, the lion was no longer calm. With only one dose of tranquilizer left, they waited for the perfect moment. The team feared the lion might run away or get worse. Some wanted to give up and leave, thinking it was just an animal. But Henry and most of the team knew they had to keep trying. Letting the lion go now could mean death for the animal. With only one tranquilizer left, They first used their vehicles to block the lion's path so it could not run back into the wild. The lion was angry and scared. It watched the people closely, and some rangers moved their cars back to stay safe. The vet knew the risk, but also knew sedation was the only way to help. She gave the injection, and slowly, the lion fell unconscious at last. The team breathed a sigh of relief. They had faced danger and fear, but had managed to save the lion's life, at least for now. The vet quickly opened her medical bag and prepared for the next step: an ultrasound exam. The pictures showed the cause of the swelling on the lion's belly. Something was stuck inside the lion's stomach that shouldn't be there. It wasn't food, but a strange object blocking the lion's digestion, causing pain and swelling. Henry had an idea. He told the officers about a recent run-in with illegal hunters. Not long ago, he had taken a strange gadget from them, a small device designed to track lions secretly. Poachers used it to find and kill the lions without the guides even knowing. Henry showed the gadget to the police. One officer immediately recognized it. This new tool was a serious threat to the animals they worked so hard to protect. The vet made a difficult decision. Surgery was the only way to save the lion. Even though operating in the wild was risky, they had no choice. The swelling had to be fixed quickly. With everyone watching nervously, the vet carefully made the cut into the lion's swollen belly. What they found shocked them all: a large piece of undigested food with a shiny object stuck inside. It was the microchip Henry had described, hidden deep in the lion's stomach and blocking its digestion. The vet worked carefully to remove both the food and the microchip. Then, she stitched up the lion as gently as possible, making sure everything was as healthy as it could be. After the surgery, the lion slowly woke up. At first it looked confused and weak, but soon it began to move like before, strong and alive. Before the lion disappeared back into the wild, the vet thanked Henry and the team for their bravery and quick thinking. Without them, the lion would not have survived. The police didn't stop there. They kept working hard to find the poachers who used the tracking device. Thanks to Henry and the team's dedication, the poachers were caught and stopped. This story shows how one person's courage and care can save a life. Henry didn't just guide visitors through the savannah, he became a true protector of the wild. Sometimes saving an animal means facing dangers no one expects and never giving up. The savannah is full of beauty and risks, but heroes like Henry remind us why protecting it matters so much.